Penix shocked everyone based on the fact that they paid Kirk Cousins
paid
so
him
much.
4 years, $180 million.
Guaranteed.
I think it's $100 million guaranteed for the first 2 years.
Which I think is just shocking because that
crazy.
team is close to winning.
Yeah, they have.
And I think that everyone had them
pieces
as their loser.
Yeah.
Because I think that team is or was, you take a Bowers or something. Like you take a tight end weapon for Kirk Cousins.
Skill position. Yeah.
The division's wide open. That division is poop.
Saints are not good.
Saints are up in the air. The Buccaneers, Baker Mayfield was good last year.
They're competitive, at least.
And who else is even in that division?
The Panthers, and Panthers are
we all know what they do.
Yeah.
So I think everyone was shocked, but I don't know, because it was funny. Someone was saying you're taking 2 injury-prone quarterbacks, but not even injury-prone because Kirk Cousins is really not injury-prone. He's been injured twice.
Yeah,
and they're big injuries, but twice.
Yeah,
but now you kind of have one. Penix has an unbelievable arm.
Yeah,
it was hard for me to give him full credit at UW, not because he's a Husky. I'm not trying to be biased. But when you have 3 wide receivers that all got drafted within the third round.
Yeah. It was Jalen Polk, Rome Odunze, obviously, and then another one.
It was another Jalen. It's Jalen.
I can't remember.
Now you have me thinking the other way because you said it.
Solid, though.
When you have arguably 3 of the top 10 wide receivers in the league or in college, again, I'm not taking anything away from him. He has to throw the ball and put it in the right spot for them to catch it. They have to catch it. But it is a lot easier when you have guys that can... Yeah, they're basically playing NFL level with... So I can understand that, but I was just shocked, I guess, that they took him.
I just think it was... Minus Kirk Cousins, honestly, I think it's a good pick. Like, I really do. But who goes out and... in his age...
Jalen McMillan. That's who
it is. I mean, he's
24
to start the year.
Same with Bo Nix.
So he's going to be at the minimum. If Kirk Cousins plays 2 years on his contract, he'll be 26. That's crazy.
In a first-round pick.
Yeah.
That's like the thing. Like, if you did that in like the second or third round, and I think that's where everyone thought he was going to go. It was maybe an early second, late second. So, but he's a good quarterback.
8th overall pick.
Yeah.
That's where I was like, holy crap. But, I mean, they went out and got their guy, because clearly that was it. That's clearly who they wanted.
Their GM looked like he was about to get fired on the spot in the video. What's his head? Their owner of them came down.
I like the pick outside of Kirk Cousins, honestly. If Kirk Cousins wasn't there, I think he has a good situation to succeed. But they already signed, technically, their franchise quarterback.
At least for the next 4 years. 100%.
I was very confused.
100%. Yeah, and so then obviously that's the shock of the draft. I think everyone was could agree with that. Now, any people that you think is maybe a steal? Like, did you see anyone kind of go?
I liked what the Chiefs and Chargers did.
Okay.
The Chargers. I was just gonna say Joe Alt. I think it was a good pick. I don't think I really need to talk too much about that. Everyone kind of knows him already. And Ladd McConkey is the wide receiver. I think they took in like the first few picks of the second round.
Mm-hmm.
I think he's underrated.
Mm-hmm.
So I like him with Justin Herbert, because Herbert's kind of been lacking weapons.
Mm-hmm.
So I think while they're going to be mostly run-heavy offense with Jim Harbaugh, I like the addition of him. And then for me, Xavier Worthy and the Chiefs, there's a chance to do something like they did with Tyreek Hill. Not saying he's Tyreek Hill.
Yeah, that's fair. I get what you're
Tyreek Hill's great.
Yeah.
But, I mean, a 4.2, 140.
Yeah.
With the offense that's already pretty decent.
He was moving.
I mean, that's a huge threat.
Yeah, no, I agree with you.
I mean, I don't think there are any, like, shocking picks or anything. I think most people already knew that. But just from me. And then one cool thing that I thought about, or it was all over the draft, but it was 14 straight offensive draft picks.
I know, it was literally like the Seahawks broke it up. I believe the Seahawks were the first one to take it.
So, most people already knew that, but I was still like, 14 straight picks, crazy.
Yeah.
But I think that's just the way the NFL is run now. It's more of an offensive heavy league. So
I agree, 100%.
It's kind of a cool fact.
That's very fair. I think my biggest steal, and I might be biased just because I'm going to be, and I don't really care.
Go for it.
It's still with Kansas City, Jaden Hicks, the safety out of Washington State. Yeah. He was projected to, I think, I want to say he was the 4th best safety in the draft, and they took him in the 4th round. somehow. He's a redshirt sophomore, super good last year for the Cougs. Led the pack, I want to say, in interceptions. Nice. And
we were pretty decent this year too. The Pac-12. I mean,
we beat ourselves up, but I mean, the Cougs should have been a lot better than they were. A lot of people predict them to actually, make a bowl game at minimum. But there was a couple of them that was that. But I remember watching it, obviously, just because I watched him play every week, and know kind of who he is. The fact that he was able to go so late, especially to a team that already has an ex-Coug too, which is big. I'm going to blank on who it is because I always just forget. There's too many names that go around. But the fact that, again, you got like the fourth best safety in the draft class late, he might not even start for them, but I also just think, because I know I want to say the other guy is a safety for them, which I think is funny. So it's like, what should be crazy to think. Kansas City, the best team in football, I don't know who else is better than them.
Yeah.
Could possibly have two safeties starting for them that are both from Washington State.
That is pretty cool.
Which is kind of weird. So they have there's Jaden Hicks, and when I see the other one, I'm going to go, oh yeah, duh, that's who it is. But I thought that was the biggest steal. I do agree with you, though. I thought that the Chargers, an unreal draft. I thought you were right with they're going to be run heavy. You got to think that they're just, with the new coach and everything, it's going to be a little different. I also think Herbert is going to thrive under Harbaugh.
Pressure off him too.
Yeah, and I mean, I think we saw what happened with J.J. McCarthy. Is you see the fact that I don't know why I didn't find him. That's whatever. The fact that you saw J.J. McCarthy in the finals and stuff in the championship game, the pass game wasn't really there, and Harbaugh was able to kind of be like, no, we'll just go run. Or we'll flip it, or we'll do, it was just very different. So I'm all for it. I think that they made a great draft, but I think the biggest winner was still Arizona. I think Arizona just really under the radar